Hi friends. Hey, today I'm going to do a small test with my Kelly Cook Kit here. Um, Ultimately, I'm hoping to find out how this Kelly Cook Kit compares to like other cook pots. We're going to try to find out, would I be better off just using a basic stand where I just put my pot on the fire? Um, Today we won't be needing this assembly at the top of the Kelly Cook Kettle to cook, although I might use it later to warm up. But we're going to cook a basic meal. It's Korean ramen, so it's something that it's very similar to what most people would cook, and it's definitely something that I would use. So I'm just going to make up some lunch today. I've got about 20 ounces of water here we got to boil. Alright, so to do that I went ahead and got some scrap wood and some branches here, and let's go ahead and get this fire started so you don't listen to me ramble on too much. I'm using fat wood to start it today. Maybe not the best choice, but let's find out. Yeah, see? Okay, the angle of this is not really good, at least for me, for just a little bit of fat wood. I'd have to process a lot of fat wood to be able to get a good ferrule strike. So we're going to go with the cotton ball, that Vaseline, to get this thing started. I was doinking around with this just a little bit ago, and I'm discovering I need to get, I don't know, a good little base fire down here at the bottom, which tells me make sure your first twigs are nice and small, because then you're going to have to place your bottle on top of that, so you don't want it coming up over this lip here. I've seen this bad boy once it gets going, it's great. I have concerns about the amount of oxygen that flows through here. Alright, let's get this thing on top. Again, it's about 20 ounces of water. Alright, yeah, look at that flame shoot up. Hopefully this won't be a problem. Got good flames going down there. Let's try to get something a bit more substantial going there. Alright. As I said, this is a basic backpacking meal. Over here a little bit. Alright, normally I would break this down before I went camping, so it doesn't take up much space, but here I'm just showing you what it normally is. Alright, so to cook up this ramen noodles, wow, good. Hear it sizzling in there. Alright, to break it down, just take our ramen noodles, break it up a little bit. Take our seasoning pack. I like mine spicy. So this is Korean red pepper. It's called gojugaru. For those of you that don't know, I was in the Air Force. I was a Korean linguist, so I spent a few years over in Korea. That should be good. Now, because I like a bit more protein and I like seafood, I've got some dehydrated imitation crab meat and some shrimp. This imitation crab meat comes back really nicely. Alright, again, normally I would already have this all packaged up together. I'm just letting you see how I the gut components. So now we wait. So what do you guys think? I kind of like the idea of barefoot Johnny. That was a funny idea. And honestly, I'll probably stick with expeditionary Johnny. I know people said that they like it, and it's fun to learn to pronounce new words. Oh yeah, look at that flame coming out. Now, because that is so hot, when you pick up this Kelly Kettle, you gotta grab it by the handles like this, and then it's got this chain to help you tilt it. Oh, and I'm gonna wish I had that on the other side. There we go, we got a boil. When I go back, I'll find out how long that took. That's pretty quick. All right. So now the idea is that take that off, grab the chain, pour that over the noodles. There we go. Now we let it steep for a few. Just put that on top. Now to have fun. Usually when I cook, now this meal is an exception. Normally just all you gotta do is steep it. For other meals that I cook, I do like to finish it over the heat. So for when I do spaghetti or my curry or buffalo chicken, I will be using this hobo stove. So for this one, for giggles, oh, probably go. There we go. Put that up there, just to kind of encourage it along the way. And we'll see how the flames act with this. We'll protect our little handle here. And because I like creamy, spicy and creamy, I'll add a couple slices of American cheese to this. You got to be careful of your wood to try to get this thing to stay level. Add some knotted wood that I kind of broke off, which is being nice where it's holding a flame. This could work pretty well if you know how to pick your right wood, if it's accessible. Yeah, the intent of this piece is that your water container nests in that, and if you ever make a ground fire, you can put that on there, put your coals, and you can cook with that. So I'll have to do a comparison with this. Alright, so we're definitely boiling it. Well, it's not boiling, but it's keeping it hot. There we go. Softening up. Very good. So let's go ahead and cream this bad boy up. I think that went better than my first test. Now let's see if I were cooking breakfast or something like that, where I started out by boiling water to make my coffee, or let's say oatmeal. Let's say I started out, I made some oatmeal and I was letting that sit. Then I could start up boiling more water and then have my pot up here while it's steeping, letting the oatmeal thicken up or whatever. And then you can be boiling your water for your coffee, or or vice versa. Alright, so the question is right now, am I better off taking, let's say, like my normal cook pot and a propane stove, because this by itself takes up a lot of room. Don't know yet. We'll find out. What I do like with something like this is that propane tanks only last so long, and then you run out. Typically, you can scrounge up a few pieces of wood to keep boiling here. So we're going to keep playing around. Got good coals down here. I'm not going to feed any more because we're just making ramen. And I just want to keep the water hot. See this? Look at this crab meat. It's already come back. It's nice and soft. Oh yeah. Sweet. I'm going to call this a success. All right, so that's good. Just think I'm ready to eat my lunch. All right, so there we have it. There is my second try here using this Kelly Kettle, using it to cook some lunch. So with that, I hope you guys have a great week. Take care.